What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Rec Room. I'm your boy Tony the Brick Whisperer coming at you, and hey, just like the video's title, Winter Village is almost done. At least I believe that's the title of it. Yep, almost done with the Christmas Village, and we are getting there. The sets are rolling, and it is my hope that after this episode, two more, and I'll be able to show off the whole thing. I can't wait. I can't wait to show you all the finished product. But first, we got to get there. I mean, we're there already, but you don't know that. So that's what we're going to rock and roll with. So, hey, real quick disclaimer. Lego hasn't given me nothing. Bricks and Minifigs hasn't, Avondale hasn't given me nothing. The only person that has is my only sponsor, and that's Mrs. Brick Whisperer, because she keeps finding ideas for the Winter Village, and then she gives me the funds to go and pick up whatever I need to, and then next thing you know, it's getting added to. And hey, we're just gonna keep rocking and rolling so long as she continues to let me. So, hey, all of this comes from her collection, my collection, and ultimately our collection. She has all of her cutesy stuff. I have all of my Star Wars stuff. And we are, like I said, we are collectively collecting the Christmas stuff. So we're just trucking right along. And she loves where the village is at now. She's looking forward to 2026 as I start to build all of the landscaping and try to make everything really fit and work together. We ultimately might have to move things to a different location, but where they're at now, it works, looks great. We're just going to keep going with it. So with that, let's dive into the new builds that have gone into the Winter Village. So let's rock with the first one. Boom! Set number 10216, the Winter Village Bakery. Fun little set. This was once, I say once, it still is, it still was, through the Lego Creator Expert theme. And while Mrs. Brick Whisperer did enjoy that particular theme, she really likes the icons, which we will get into in a little while. So what do you say we just get to the bakery? Here we go. Alright, we're off. We are knocking out the minifigs. We're going to knock out this set as quickly as possible. I say as quickly as possible. It really is just the time lapse that's going to make it quicker, because this set was 687 pieces. Took me just under an hour. But, as I've stated in numerous videos before, what took me an hour, it's only going to take you a couple minutes. Nice little trade-off, if you ask me. So this set was released on the 1st of October of 2010. This set is older than some of my viewers. And it was retired on the 31st of December of 2012 with a recommended retail price of only $59. Worth considerably more now, but a really fun little set to put together. And like I did in the previous video, you're going to see me finish a section of it, and then you're going to see me turn around and kind of disappear off frame. That was me putting it on the turntable. So this part of the build was probably my favorite part. Why? Because of this right here. Some poor unfortunate ice skater fell and ended up in a snowdrift. I think that is hilarious, and so that's the one part of this build that I absolutely loved. And I am not entirely sure if Mrs. Brick Whisperer has seen that part of the build. Hopefully she goes and she checks it out, because it is quite comical. So in the here and now, I am trying to do two things at once. Not only are we discussing this build, but at the same time, I am also working on the upcoming Christmas episode. This one's going to take a while, but like I said, trying to knock out a couple of things all at once. And my apologies if you hear snapping and crunching and chewing in the background. Both of the dogs, Lobo and Maya, they have both decided to chew on their respective chew toys, but oddly enough, they haven't done it at all day. When do they decide to do it? As I'm recording. I wish I could have gotten that on camera because that was funny. Because as soon as I said that, Maya stopped chewing and she looked right at me like, I'm not doing anything wrong. Alright, so for the most part, the first floor is done. So I kind of like this set as well as the Creator Expert Christmas sets because, in my opinion, they look very much like the old school ceramic villages. For those of you that know what I'm talking about. So my father-in-law, I'm pretty sure I mentioned this in a previous video. If not, then this will be the first time you hear it. If I did, then you get to hear it again. But my father-in-law, he had this beautiful porcelain Christmas village that he would put up every year, and then a medical condition would get in the way of him really doing what he wanted to with it. So it got extremely difficult for him. He asked if I would take it on, and that was such an honor that he would ask, if I would take this. And so I did. And the joy that I see it bring him and, other family members is just absolutely mind-blowing. So I love the fact that I'm still able to bring him so much joy with his Christmas village. But now on top of that, because I do what I do with Lego, it also is starting to bring him joy when he sees what I do with our Christmas village. So I think that is truly amazing, and I'm going to keep doing whatever I can to make everybody in the household as happy as I can. I am only one man. Alright, so this house is just about done. This bakery. Mrs. Brick Whispers in the back laughing at me. I bet she won't be laughing if I made this bakery suddenly disappear. But there it is, folks, all complete. You got the horse-drawn carriage. There's the inside of the bakery. It does have a light element, a light brick, which is cool because it could light up the entire shop, and it's great because it lights up all the pastries. You got the ice skaters there. You got the kid there feeding the horse an apple. Just so much fun putting this set together. So a fun set. I love the classic look to it. What else can I say about it? Like I said, that little guy head first into the snowdrift, that is the one part of probably almost the entire village that I think is absolutely amazing. I think that was a fantastic addition to this set. Well done, Lego. So let's dive into our next build. Boom! Set number 40564, the Winter Elves Scene. Not a big set. So, what do you say we just knock this one out the park, shall we? Here we go. Alright, we cut the box and get to work. One thing I can't stand about these new in-box sets is, hey, in the past, Lego just doesn't really care how the instructions get thrown in there. It'll get folded, it'll get rolled, it'll come out all sorts of misshapen, but it is what it is. So this set, released on the 19th of November of 2022 and retired on the 31st of December, so pretty much 6 weeks later. This was a gift with purchase from Lego.com, and at only 372 pieces, this set took me all of 25 minutes to slap together. So this is one of those sets that I know Mrs. Brick Whisperer really likes because it employs motion. It has the gears, which in turn is going to make the elf spin in circles. I know that's one piece or one element to this set I know she loves. I think the thing that really gets her going is the tiny little squirrel that's just standing off to the side. Pardon me. So, hey, my apologies. Apparently, Maya had some commentary as well. Maybe not for the video. I think it was more towards both of my daughters who decided to go over to the grandparents' side of the house. But that's okay. Alright, so we got the little circular pond there finished. We're starting to take care of some of the landscaping. And maybe what I'll do is I'll not use some of this particular build as inspiration towards the landscaping for the entire village. But we'll see. We'll see what 2026 holds. Now, one thing that I think that Lego could have done better is right now you see me putting together the background, and it's the light bluish gray, and I'm essentially making mountain peaks, making it look like there's mountains in the background. I think, in my opinion, what they should have done was given us the ability to attach this to that Santa's front yard set with the elf feeding the reindeer. I think they should have used some dark blue, had some sky in the back. Again, my opinion. Maybe I'll just have to make a modification to this, make an addition, put some dark blue bricks, and give it some, give a skyline, a background for this set. Alright, so now we're going to knock out some trees. Evidently that so a fun build, but if anybody has noticed, we have ourselves a wardrobe change, which can only mean one thing: technical difficulties. In fact, this is the third attempt at trying to get said difficulties corrected. The first one was exactly that, it was a technical difficulty. The second time, I was almost completely done doing what I was doing, and then I realized I forgot to turn on the microphone. Oops. But anyway, let's continue. Let's get this village completed as quickly as we can. So let's get in our final build for the day. Boom! Set number 10325, the Alpine Lodge. A fantastic set. This one, I'm thankful that Mrs. Brick Whisperer was able to find this because, well, I'm sure that I had seen it, I just never retained it. So, what do you say we just dive right into the build? Here we go. So hey, there you have it, folks. Uh, 3 more builds getting added to the Winter Village. We are just 2 videos away from showing off the whole thing. I cannot wait. And while this might not have been a great weekend in terms of football, great Army Navy game. What a fantastic game. The Army did lose by 1. The fact that so many people were able to come and one, enjoy the game with us, but really just have their minds blown by this Winter Village. That's what makes me extremely happy. I love it. I love the fact that everybody can have so much fun with these creations. So, thank you all so much for watching. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe. Share this with your friends. Share this with your family. Share this with anybody you know that loves Lego or really loves Winter Villages. And with all of that being said, we will see you when we see you. Y'all have yourselves a great week, and we'll see you hopefully in a couple of days as we try to get some more builds done to lead up towards the big reveal. So y'all have a great day. Bye.